So yes, you did steal a little bit of my thunder, but that's okay. So you were talking about team tennis. Josh threw some stat out the other day, and he doesn't like to toot his own horn too much, but I can't imagine that there's another player in the country right now with a better junior team tennis record over the last 6 years or 5 years than Josh Hagar does. It's probably like 100 and something in like 5 or 10 or I don't know. It's something insane like that. And how many national championships have you been, or national events have you been a part of? 6, 5,
3 championships.
6, something like that.
Championships,
Two
two runner-ups,
runner-ups.
one
Yeah. So I've gotten the opportunity to coach him at several of those as well, and I will second what Coach Kendall said. As some of you know, and some of you may not, I had the opportunity to start this guy out in tennis, I think 9 years ago now. Yeah, half your lifetime is exactly right. So, you know, I put a lot of thought into, you know, what that relationship has been like, and you know, as a coach, you don't always realize how much you can learn from your students. You know, you hope to teach them everything you know. You hope to give them, you know, more than just things on the tennis court. But Josh has done an incredible job of making me a better coach and teaching me a lot of things. For the past 9 years, I've had the opportunity to go on a pretty awesome journey with Josh, both as a coach and as a student, and as a teacher, by the way. I think I was your pre-cal teacher and other things as well. As his first primary coach, even before we were here at ATA, we were both at another facility for a little while, and I came over here and he came over with me as well. Josh's lessons, his game has always been like an inspiration for me to come up with new things, new drills, new things to challenge him, because quite honestly, he was always a sponge. He was always picking up on anything I brought, so it was always a challenge. Okay, what are we going to do new? How are we going to give him something that's not going to be boring, something that's going to be exciting and challenging? Sometimes those new drills were effective, sometimes not so much, but always the willing guinea pig, of course. Josh's ability to communicate what he needed, what was going on in his game, what was going on at tournaments, even when I wasn't there, was amazing. Always came back, had great feedback for me, always was incredibly engaged in his own development. He was always engaged in that process, which is something that also really fired me up, got me inspired, and from that I've learned I really can't underestimate what a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old is capable of, and I appreciate that from him. At 10, Josh was clear that he wanted to be a really good player. He would write goals. Things like, you know, being #1 in the world, and things like playing Division I college tennis, and playing at Kalamazoo, and all those sorts of things at 10. And I wasn't feeding him any of that. You know, he always was willing to do the things at 10, 11, 12, 13 that were going to make him a really good player down the road. A lot of times delaying gratification. There was a lot of painful days in champs and 12s when we couldn't get a serve in the box because we were working really hard to develop a spin serve, and it didn't always work out so well, but seems to have worked out in the long run as both of us planned. Let's see, at 13, with a little guidance from Mom and Dad and myself, Josh was writing his tournament schedules. He was entering his own tournaments. He was asking Mom for the credit card so that he could do that, I believe. Let's see. At 14, Coach Kendall mentioned this as well. You know, Josh was founding that Playing for Glimmer campaign that now has raised several $100,000, I believe, for so many valuable projects around the world. And then, you know, through his high school career, through the challenges of injuries and the challenges of trying to reach a really challenging goal of playing the Junior US Open and traveling the world with Coach Newman, has always been willing to do what's necessary to fight through challenges, to be resilient. It's been pretty inspirational, quite honestly. He didn't quite make that goal of playing the Junior US Open, but I know that process has helped him make the goal that today he gets a chance to sign with Notre Dame. I know he's put a tremendous amount of thought and energy and effort into making that decision. I haven't seen him more excited or happier about anything really other than the last few weeks for that decision going to Notre Dame. So I know he's fired up, and based on that, I know Notre Dame and the coaching staff in South Bend is going to be getting themselves an incredible team player, teammate, competitor, and they probably don't even know what they're getting, quite honestly. No matter what Coach Newman or myself or any of the coaches has told them, they're going to find out. So I want to thank Josh for inspiring me, for making me a better coach. You've raised the bar for me, but you also raised the bar for everybody here in this room. I know never to expect too little. I'm so proud of you, Josh, and I'm so blessed to have been a part of your journey and to have also been a part of the Hagar family over these years. Jeff, Hannah, Carol, thanks so much, and wish you the best, and I know and I hope you will very much continue to be part of the ATA.